Hey Fandroid Universe, this is Michael Link coming at you with another round of Game for Fame. First, I'd like to thank everybody again who participated last week as we continue to get those numbers up. I'm thrilled to hear that. And I do encourage everybody to continue to tell their friends and family about this contest and get us some additional traffic to the Fandroid website. I'd like to personally congratulate Eric Silva, who won our Asus Transformer Pad and accessories. Great job for him. He beat my high score and completed the social media requirements and then was drawn as the lucky winner. So congrats. Hopefully it can be you this week. This week we're going to be competing for a $50 Google Play gift card. So awesome prize. You can get all kinds of cool loot in the Google Play Store, which you guys are already aware of. Apps, music, movies, TV shows, magazine subscriptions, books, whatever tickles your fancy. So we're going to be reviewing the game Aurora Lux today, and very excited about that. But first, one quick additional rule change. We keep tweaking this as we go so that you guys can have the best experience available. We are going to start the contest today on Friday, but it's going to actually run through Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. So you have a couple extra days to beat my high score and get involved in the contest. And look for a couple more changes coming here in the future weeks so that we can get all the details ironed out with this new contest. But we're excited to be able to bring it to you each week. Got a lot of cool prizes lined up along the way and a lot of games to review. So let's get started with Aurora Lux. Alright, we're going to get started with the review of Aurora Lux by War Drum Studios. It's a strategy game, which I'm always a huge sucker for. I'm going to tap here on my icon and get this started here. Tap to continue. It does tell you that it goes fantastic with headphones. I can say I haven't actually tried that. So when you come into the main menu, you can choose from different levels here, like split, triad, drop, ring. It tells you what difficulty level you're on. You're probably going to want to start with the easy one here, which just gives you a quick introduction to the game. And then of course you can shop for additional levels if you get hooked on the game like I have. The object of the game is quite simple. It's asking if I want to start a new game because I had one saved. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to take all of these little orbs that come off of your sun and either move them to another sun, consolidate them into the existing sun if there's rings around it, like you can see I have the ring around it, or, and I'm going to pinch to zoom here, you're going to want to eventually go and attack the other suns and take over their suns until they're eliminated. Now, as you could see, I can pinch to zoom. When I swipe my finger, a blue circle is created, and when I let go, it highlights all the orbs in that circle. I can point them to any sun or into the existing sun. When I do that, you can see that they start to come together, and at some point, if I have enough of the orbs, you'll see a little blue meter there. It might have been a little hard to see on the screen, but if I have enough orbs, it actually expands the sun. Now you can see I have one more ring left, which means that I can expand it one more time. Each of these small suns produces 1 orb per second. When you upgrade it, this is now producing 2 orbs per second, which if I zoom in real far, you can actually see every throb of the sun actually pumps out 2 of these orbs. And then eventually what's going to happen when I can expand it into itself again is it's going to get to its 3rd ring and it's going to produce 3 orbs per second. And there you go, I did that. And you saw that little blue bar on the bottom, hopefully, when I zoomed in. That lets you know your progress. Now I need to get the whole way out because I need to be paying attention to what my opponents are doing here. So the red sun has already moved to a smaller sun, and the green sun has already upgraded itself and moved to a smaller sun. So just by simple math here, my sun is producing 3 orbs per second. The green has a medium sun and a small sun, so also 3 suns per second, but in 2 different suns. So it's going to have some traveling time when it wants to go somewhere. Currently, the red's only producing 2 orbs per second, again in 2 different suns. So eventually what would happen is I would highlight the circles, or the orbs, and I would move them to another sun and try and advance my troops, so to speak, to another sun so that I can take positioning in the game and eventually then attack another sun and override an opponent. You can always pause the game at any time, the top here, and it brings you back out to this menu here where you can change your sound, If you purchase something called speed mode, you can turn it on and off. I haven't done that, but I am actually quite interested in the speed mode because it's kind of a slow game, as you can see here. As my orbs go to that small sun, I'm just kind of sitting here. It's actually a fantastic game to play while you're watching TV because you can kind of take your eyes off of it for a moment to glance up at the TV if you're somebody who likes to multitask, I'll call it like that. So now I have this other sun that's producing green or blues. You can see green's kind of making a move to beef up that sun. So eventually what's going to happen here is we're going to attack all of each other, and I'm going to win because, you know, I've gotten pretty good at this game. But I'm not going to make you guys sit through that because typically one of these games can take up to about 20-25 minutes per game. So just be aware of that. I'm going to go back out to the menu. The challenge this week, Aurora Lux, doesn't really lend itself to like quote-unquote high score. I could have probably said, hey, you need to beat this same map in this amount of time, but that would get a little tedious. So if you go into the trophy, you have different challenges that you need to or that you can try and achieve as you go through it. Some of them are related to the speed feature, so if you don't actually purchase that, you can't do that. You know, the first challenge here, you win a level other than the tutorial. Well, that's pretty standard and not hard to achieve. You got another challenge here where you take back a sun that was already taken from you. Again, not really hard to achieve. This one, you need to destroy 2 enemy suns within 3 seconds of each other. Also not overly difficult. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of a challenge this week. And this says complete a game in which one enemy completely finishes off the other enemy. And that's actually a lot harder than it sounds. So that's the one that I want you guys to beat. As you can see, there's no username or anything that you can put on the screen. So to be able to enter into this week's contest, you're going to actually have a slip of paper with your username and take a picture of this screen here. I can tell because it's colored in. Here's one that I did not complete. See, it's black and white. So as long as it's colored in and you have your username there, you're going to be entered in the contest. Don't forget to meet our social media requirements so that we can get some exposure for the contest and drive traffic to the site, which we appreciate everybody doing for us. And we look forward to the entries this week. Again, you have until Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Good luck, everybody.